So Oppo has launched this premium flagship smartphone, the Oppo Find X2. Let's get this unboxed and see how feature loaded this is and why you should prefer this or any other flagships out there. Hello viewers, Deepak here and you're watching Upschool Tech. So let's break the seal and open the wraps. So let's open the box and see what is inside. On the top you have a Oppo branded black box, and inside it you have a SIM ejector tool. Then this is followed by some basic paperwork from Oppo, which includes the warranty information, etc. And then we have a TPU clear case. The case looks pretty decent. Now let's take the wraps off the phone. The phone actually doesn't feel pretty much heavy in the hand. Taking the wraps, we have a really beautiful looking curved display screen. So the phone has curves on both the sides. The back looks pretty stylish. It has a bluish green glass back protected by the Gorilla Glass 5. And as you can see, the back is pretty reflective. It reflects your own image. It has a mirrory reflective surface, and when light falls on it from various angles, it gives various shades of blue and green. So on the bottom you have the Oppo branding, and on the top a triple camera setup. And here we have some stylish looking earphones. So when brands like Apple don't even give a earphone along with the iPhone 12, Oppo has done a great job in giving the right things for the price we pay. So this is a type C earphone, as you don't have a headphone jack in this phone. And then we have the power cable. It's a USB type A to type C power cable, and it just has some yellow inserts for the styling element. And finally we have the 65 watt super fast charger. So this 65 watt charger charges your phone from 0 to 40% in just 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is like nothing. By the time you watch a 10-minute video on YouTube, or by the time you just brush your teeth, your phone is nearly half charged, which is a great speed. And it takes 38 minutes to fully charge your phone from 0 to 100%. Now how such high speeds are possible? It's because the single 4200 mAh battery in this phone is split into two batteries of 2100 mAh each, and both of these are charged simultaneously to achieve such high charging speeds. So other than the Find X2, we have several other phones which are giving the 65 watt charging capability. This includes the Realme 7 Pro, the Realme X50 Pro, and then we have the Oppo Reno 4 Pro and the recently launched OnePlus 8T. So by the time I was just explaining you the charging capability of this phone, you can see the phone has charged by couple of percentages already. So of late, if you see, there are various brands who are competing with each other to give the highest charging speeds. By various brands, I am excluding Apple here, because Apple does not even give a charger along with the latest iPhone 12. Apple calls it a environment friendly move, but it's actually not true, because had it been an environment friendly move, they would have reduced the cost of the iPhone 12 by the cost of the charger and the earphones, which they are not including in the box, but they have not reduced the prices. So clearly it's a move to make more profit. Now leaving that aside, let us compare the charging speeds of various Android flagships. The Mi 10 Ultra comes with a powerful 120 watt charger that can charge your device from 0 to 100% just 23 minutes, And the 65 watt space is occupied by Reno 4 Pro, Realme 7 Pro, X50 Pro and OnePlus 8T, and of course Find X2 and X2 Find X2 Pro. At the bottom we have the S20 and S20 Plus that just provide 25 watt fast charging capability, which is pretty low for a flagship device. Not just this, even the Note 20, Note 20 Ultra, the Galaxy FE also provides just 25 watts, and this clearly says that Samsung is pretty much lagging behind in the charging speeds. So coming back to the phone, on the top we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and then here we have the power button with some green inserts, and here we have a stereo speaker of amazing quality. I'll be demoing it shortly. The charging port, then we have the microphone, the dual nano SIM tray and the volume rockers. So let me demo the dual stereo speakers now. I'll be playing one of my own previous YouTube videos. So there are two speakers, this one and this one. So I'll be closing one, opening the other, closing this and opening this one, so that you can listen to both of them. The clarity of the stereo speakers is just kick-ass. It sounds great in both volume as well as clarity. And even at the highest volume, there is no any kind of jarring effect to be heard anywhere. And the sound separation is also really good. So coming to the display, we have a beautiful looking curved AMOLED screen of size 6.7 inches and a resolution of Quad HD plus. This is easily one of the best displays I have seen of late. As you can see, the blacks over here in the screen are really deep. Colors as well are really punchy, and as you can see on the screen, the red color is just popping out of the screen. Coming to the refresh rate, it supports a 120Hz refresh rate. The best part is that it supports 120Hz refresh rate even at the QHD plus resolution, unlike the Samsung S20, which either supports 120Hz or the QHD plus resolution. Then we have an interesting feature called the Ultra Vision engine. By switching this on, the chip adds more frames to your videos to make them appear super smooth. Overall, the display quality is great, and the display panel has been graded a A+ panel by the DisplayMate, which is a global display rating company. The screen supports a peak brightness of 800 nits, so viewing the device outdoors will never be a problem. So as you can see, under the hot 12:40 p.m. sunlight, the screen looks pretty clear and visible. It has an IP rating of IP54, that is splash proof, so it can manage light splashes of water and also light rainfall. So on the performance side, this phone comes with a Snapdragon 865 processor along with 5G support, 12 GB of LPDDR5 RAM and 256 GB of UFS 3.0 storage. So LPDDR5 RAM is the latest type of RAM, and it has high read and write speeds and also lower power consumption compared to its predecessor of LPDDR4. Similarly, the UFS 3.0 storage also has high read and write speeds. So the Snapdragon 865 combined with high read and write speeds is what gives you a really fast performing phone. So now let us also run the Antutu performance benchmark test and see how well this phone is scoring. This test runs for nearly 7 to 8 minutes. So I'll be skipping most of it and showing you the end results directly. So this phone has an amazing score of 6,04,000, and there are very few phones to have crossed the 6 lakh benchmark. So this clearly means that Find X2 is pretty great in performance. So the other phones that have crossed the 6 lakh benchmark is the ROG Phone 3, which comes with the Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, and the Mi 10 Ultra. So both are having a score of 6.4 lakhs. And then comes the Oppo Find X2 Pro, which comes with a score of 6 lakhs 10,000. All the other flagships are below the 6 lakh mark. As you can see in the table, this includes OnePlus 8, OnePlus 8 Pro, Mi 10, Mi 10 Pro, and at the bottom we have the S20, S20 Plus at just a score of 5.25 lakhs. So with great performance comes a great gaming experience. Now I'll be trying out a very graphic intensive game, and let's see how it handles it.
Company master to grace. Your deliverance is at hand.
Oh my god, the gaming experience was extremely amazing. The Snapdragon 865 processor and the 12 GB of RAM made it a really smooth experience. The graphics and the audio was also really great. So now let me try out a simple Sniper 3D game just to show the slow motion shot. When the bullet went out of the sniper, the sound it gave and the haptic feedback it gave was really great. For a moment I was thinking that I was having a real sniper in my hand. So overall speaking, the gaming experience is great. I'll try to do a full-length review on the gaming part alone very soon. So this has a triple camera setup at the rear with a 48 megapixel main camera, which has a Sony IMX586 sensor, a 13 megapixel telephoto lens, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. On the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie shooter. So coming to the video recording, the main camera can record up to 4K and 60 frames per second along with optical image stabilization. So I've taken a couple of indoor and outdoor shots under various camera modes. So this one is taken with the main camera. The color reproduction looks good, and even after zooming in, the separation between the leaves is great, so the detailing is also well maintained. Then we have something called as the AA mode. Basically it adds more beautification to the image. As you can see, the grass on the second image is more greener. The 5x zoom has come out pretty great, and you can see that there is no any kind of pixelation that's visible in the image, because this has up to 5x optical zoom. The 10x zoom is a digital zoom, but for a digital zoom it has come out pretty decent, I can say. And then the 20x zoom looks a little bit pixelated. So the macro shots have come out really well, and in the AA mode it just adds more color to your shots. The selfies have come out really good. The skin tone is also perfectly maintained, and we have something called as the portrait mode in the selfie camera also. What the portrait mode does is that it blurs the entire background and just shows the subject clearly. Then we have some indoor shots, again the normal and the portrait mode selfies, which have come out pretty good. So here you can see the normal mode is fine, but the ultra wide angle mode is not that satisfactory. So you can see a red line in the second image. So whatever is outside the red line is what has been covered as an ultra wide angle. So I can say that the coverage of the ultra wide angle is not as good as even other mid-range phones. So ultra wide angle lens is kind of just satisfactory, I can say. And then finally we have the night mode pics. The night mode has come out really well. The Find X2 was introduced at the price of 65,000, and since then the price has been the same. But recently I got lucky in the Amazon's Great Indian Festival and I got a coupon discount of 18,000. So coupon discount is nothing but the discount provided directly by the Amazon sellers. On top of this, I got a HDFC discount of 1500, totaling the discount to 19,500. So the device just cost me 45,500, which is really a great deal. Now with this festive season coming up, it's raining discounts everywhere. So in Amazon, Flipkarts and the offline retailers as well. Some popular discounts in the Flipkart were the S20 Plus selling at just 50,000, and the LG's G8X, which costs 54,000, was just selling at 19,900 only. So you can also check out the Samsung's website. Some pre-Diwali fest is going on, and again there you have S20 Plus at 50k and the Note 10 Plus selling at 60k. So not just the online retailers, the offline retailers are also providing comparable discounts. So recently I got a call from the Samsung showroom nearby telling that they were also selling the S20 Plus for 50k, and I checked out the Reliance Digital, and there again S20 is retailing for just 43 or 44k. So if you are planning to buy a mobile, I would say this is the best time, and please do check the online as well as the offline retailers nearby before planning your purchase. Coming to the conclusion, this phone has topped in every department out there. If you come to the display, it has a Quad HD plus 120Hz curved screen display along with the Ultra Vision engine support. So display quality is amazing. The sound from the stereo speakers again excellent. And if you go to the charging speeds are again ultra fast. From the performance perspective, it has crossed the 6 lakh Antutu benchmark score. So it's ideally one of the best performers out there. The only better performers are the Mi 10 Ultra and the Find X2 Pro, both of which are not available in India. So you can safely say this is the best performing phone in India. The gaming experience is great, and the camera, I can give it a 9 out of 10. The only two shortcomings that are there is the lack of IP68 water resistance rating. So for a flagship at this price point, the IP68 rating could have been given. And then there is lack of wireless charging support. See, wireless charging support personally I feel is a too much hyped feature. So what does wireless charging do is they provide you a wireless charger, a charging pad, and when you keep your phone on the wireless charging pad, it automatically charges. But end of the day, the wireless charging pad also is connected to your main source of electricity with the help of wire only. So the only advantage you're gaining here is you need not plug your phone physically into the charger every time, and you're just saving some 2 seconds of time. So lack of wireless charging support is not a big deal for me personally. So overall, if you want to buy a beautiful looking best performing phone, you can close your eyes and choose the Find X2. So with this we come to the end of the video, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please do let me know your feedback and questions in the comment section below, and please do like, share and subscribe.